unquestionably most excited to talk about, and that's because he is a born and bred Philadelphia Eagles hater.
Not really. You say that, but I cheered for them pretty hard in the Super Bowl.
That's because you would rather die than watch Tom Brady win another Super Bowl. That means nothing.
I cheered for them pretty hard in that Super Bowl.
You're a diehard Patriots hater and a Nick Foles stan, so you may as well just be a full Eagles hater now.
I don't know where you get this impression that I hate the Eagles. I don't hate the Eagles. I just don't think that Carson Wentz is as good as everybody says. That's what it is.
It's 0% Carson Wentz's fault. 0% Carson Wentz's fault.
I don't think they're as good as people say they are, and just because, like, Carolina, look at them. After they made the Super Bowl, they fell off. I think Philadelphia is kind of one of those teams. You make the Super Bowl, have your run, and now they're falling off. So that's just how I feel about them. I'm not a hater. I tell the truth, and I mean, this week I was right. Was I not?
It was
we debated about it for like 10, 20 minutes before our last episode too, and I knew Minnesota was going to win this game. I just had a feeling. I just don't believe in Philly. I believe that Minnesota's going to have one or two of these games a year where Kirk Cousins actually beats a good team, plays a good game, throws a pretty phenomenal amount of yards. To be honest with you, like, the 333 yards is good for Kirk Cousins. Stephon Diggs had a huge game, 167 receiving yards. Adam Thielen also had a huge game. Those guys you can't stop. Philadelphia's secondary's god awful. I mean,
Rasul Douglas.
I couldn't have picked this game better.
Rasul Douglas might be the worst. Rasul Douglas might be the worst starting corner in the NFL.
Yeah, up there. On a good team.
Like, Diggs is good, but damn, he made Stephon Diggs look like Jerry Rice in his prime. Like, Rasul Douglas, how that guy still starts in the NFL, it is beyond me. To all the Eagles fans who are saying let's trade for Jalen Ramsey, if Jalen Ramsey was available, they would have traded for him already.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get Jalen Ramsey. Your secondary is just going to suck. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys.
Yeah.
Maybe your help will be Patrick Peterson or something if the Cardinals let him go. But I'm willing to bet money that Jalen Ramsey's not going anywhere during the season. Because if he was actually available, I think the Eagles would have traded for him already based on Howie Roseman's track record. Because I promise you, if anybody knows their secondary sucks, it's Howie Roseman. He's one of the best GMs in the league.
Yeah. On that, I think any team would have, if Jalen Ramsey was open right now, Kansas City would be on that guaranteed. Exactly. Like, we're in the same wavelength there. There's plenty of teams that need corner support, and
Jalen
Ramsey is a perfect example. Yeah.
Like, we're talking about how good Lattimore and Stephon Gilmore were earlier. Jalen Ramsey's right there with those guys. So,
yeah.
But the big issue with the Eagles, other than their D-line, is the most disappointing unit in the NFL this year, bar none. Actually, not bar none. The Rams' offensive line is throwing their hat into the ring of that, but we'll get to them later. The Eagles' D-line can't stop anything. They get no pass rush at all, and that allows Kirk Cousins to sit back there and actually realize he has good players playing outside. Like the Eagles' secondary against the Vikings' receiving corps should be a huge mismatch. Like, this game shouldn't be a surprising result. The Vikings are way more talented outside than the Eagles dream to be. The bigger concern for Philly, and what surprised me in this game, was how cute Doug Peterson has gotten. We just talked about the Chiefs and how poor Andy Reid's play calling has been of late. His disciple Doug Peterson has got in the same way. I mean, why are you running a fake field goal with 20 seconds left? Like, it wasn't like there was 4 minutes left. Like, there was 20 seconds left. So, like, you're going to get one playoff before you have to kick the field goal anyway.
Yeah.
So that made no sense. That cost them 3 points. So that Diggs touchdown to put them up 31-20 would have still been a one possession game. And when Diggs scored that touchdown, that game felt over.
Yeah, 100%.
And if they had the extra 3 points there, it definitely wouldn't have. So that's a Doug Peterson failure. The soft play calls on 3rd and short, like, I don't know how Doug Peterson doesn't know that the Eagles are famous for running the wide receiver screen where you bunch on one side, throw it to the guy in the back, and he just like powers through. You can't do that more than one time a game. Like they did that twice on 3rd and short.
Yeah, that's
Like
bad.
no kidding, you're gonna get stopped. It's not like the Vikings or the Falcons defense. So that was a disaster. And then how do you only run the ball 22 times when you're averaging 5 yards a carry? Like that's garbage
Yeah,
too.
that's bad. That is real bad.
So and then that's enough of the Eagles. The Eagles are the Eagles secondary is a joke. Like it's a travesty how bad they are.
Yeah.
There was a couple coverages where like especially the long Diggs touchdown, it wasn't even a mistake. They're just bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes you see a long touchdown and it's like, oh, they like the safety blew it. It was like, no, Rasul Douglas just like sucks. Like that's why they scored.
Yeah, that's fair.
And the takeaway for the Vikings is their defense is almost back to 2017 form. Their secondary is still sketchy. I mean, Wentz chopped them up a fair bit in this game.
Mm-hmm.
But when Philly really got, especially towards the end of the game, once they made it 31-20, and it was just we're only going to throw the ball from here on out. You saw the talent this team has specifically in the front seven. Their D line was killing the Eagles' offensive line, which is very impressive because the Eagles' offensive line is outstanding. So, shout out to the Vikings for continuing a 2-game little roll here and looking better than we thought they would. Well,